What's up in War Eagle, everybody? It's your guy, Ike Jones. We are here doing a little watch the film basketball. Today, I want to take a look at some of the things that Auburn's coaching staff did to help Auburn's offense get going in the second half versus Georgia. Subtle changes that happen to kind of help them get some easy buckets there in the second half. We'll take a look at it here. Let's watch the film.
The Auburn Express. You are now listening to The War Report, Longtown Podcast. With your boy Ike Jones.
All right, we'll start here in the first half, and what you really have here is a normal setup for Auburn. They'll be running their flex action at the beginning. You see you're going to have your lead guard here at the top, and then you'll have a big here, and they'll do their whole switch place, and then you'll get the back screen action down here. And what they're going to actually end up doing is, if you don't get that first action available here off of this back screen, we'll set a screen here for Miles Kelly, who will then lift up top to try to get him an open look out top. But let's just kind of look and see how this progresses. All right, so you're going to get your switch action here, ball here, and then we'll get our back screen. Nothing open, we'll reverse ball, and then we'll go set our screen, our down screen for Miles Kelly to pop out. And so we'll have two screens that we're going to stagger off of. First here from Chad, and then you'll get a second screen here from Chaney to get that open look there for Miles Kelly. So it's a good action at the beginning to try to get Miles Kelly going. Again, with Janai Broom being out, they're going to run some more stuff, some more action for the guards. But this is a pretty normal situation where you get the pin down action there for Miles Kelly to be able to get that pop out three. One thing I want to note about this, though, is, and again, it's a normal part of what the action is for Auburn. When they begin this, look at the positioning, number one, of Dylan Cardwell here in the center, your five-man in the center, and how many guys you have below the free throw line, right? All right, you've got three guys lined up here below the free throw line, and you're going to have basically a 2-3 orientation here on the perimeter. Taking a look at this next action, what you're going to have is a ball screen action. It's not going to be that normal flex here out of that 2-3, but you still have the 2-3 formation to begin here. In this one, you've got Miles Kelly here and Chad here in the corners. But again, at the beginning of the play, you've got Dylan Cardwell down here below the free throw line. So to start this action off, we've got these guys down below the free throw line. Let's take a look at how this progresses. You're going to get a screen up from Dylan Cardwell. A middle screen there from Dylan Cardwell once we get the ball here to the center to try to get the downhill drive, pick and roll at the top. But let's take a look at how this one works. So middle ball screen, but again, notice three guys here below the free throw line. You've got someone here in the middle of the paint. And the reason why this is a big deal, we'll see later, is it helps with Georgia's ability to play help defense, particularly on these dribble drives. But let's just take a look at how this one progresses. Middle ball screen action, they are going to sink underneath here, or they're not going to hedge high with the big. What they're going to do is play drop coverage here. And what they're trying to do is invite these long range, medium range shots from Auburn, as opposed to letting them get downhill into the paint. They want Auburn to take jump shots as opposed to letting them get layups here. Now, Tahad's going to end up losing the ball here, and we'll have to get into some extra stuff, more scramble late clock. Once he gets the ball back, they're going to come and set another screen here, and he's going to get an open three here. But that's not really part of the design of the offense. That's really just more late shot clock to Hyde going and making something happen. But again, at the beginning, you notice the orientation of the players. We'll go back here to the beginning. You notice the orientation of the players, and particularly this five-man down here below the free throw line. But let's fast forward to the second half of the game. Second half, off of this baseline out of bounds here, notice the difference in the orientation once we get into the play. All right. We're set now for the play, and as soon as you get the ball up here to your point guard, you're going to get Jaheim Hudson coming to set a screen here. And notice how everyone is, number one, outside of the paint. We got everyone outside the paint here. There's no one here in the middle. And once we get into our action, most of our players are lifted up here above the free throw line, right? Everybody's above the free throw line. We still have our corners covered, but we're 5 out this time instead of having the one player here in the center that's going to allow for the help defense on this. And what you end up getting is wide open layup here, because you have to respect Miles Kelly's ability here to come and get this open look right here. You've got Chad on the opposite side. So if you help down here, then we're going to get ball reversal over here to the corner. So you're going to get an easy layup here for Jaheim Hudson. Right? Really easy play there because we've lifted everybody up above the free throw line on the action. Let's see it again now, this time on a normal play that's not at a baseline out of bounds. To start the action, Dylan Cardwell, he's out here on the floor this time. Remember last time he was posted up here in the center. He's going to walk down, and though he's still in the center of the floor, again, his orientation above the free throw line. And now let's watch the action. We've got the corner situation with Miles. We got a corner situation here with Chad. And again, Chaney Johnson is your fourth here. Dribble handoff to Chad Baker-Mazara. And once Chad passes this over here to Chaney, you'll get a back screen for Chad to duck down here. And this is an excellent pass by Chaney Johnson, by the way. But notice again how many players we've got above the free throw line here, and you've got your corner occupied here because Miles Kelly is such a good shooter out here. You can't go help off of him, which leaves Chad wide open when he ducks down in here. And the great pass here from Chaney Johnson. The anticipation on this pass is wonderful, and then the location on it from the bounce is wonderful. Wide open look there for Chad to be able to get the easy dunk there because, again, you've got all of the activity happening up here above the free throw line, and you occupy the backside defender with a really good shooter that you can't just help off of, because if he goes and he sinks down here to the paint, this is an easy ball reversal over here to be able to get the ball to a good shooter there in the corner. Excellent play design there coming out of the half to help combat some of the things that Georgia was doing with their help defense versus Auburn. All right, as you can see, wonderful job there by the Auburn coaching staff, making adjustments to be able to get some easy buckets there in the second half and get Auburn the victory there on the road versus Georgia. Before you guys get out of here, make sure that you share this content with somebody. Go ahead and give a thumbs up on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We got more great content like this coming for you. But until the next time, and as always, War Eagle.